How's it going, guys? I'm watching the game, so it's kind of weird just to fucking, go back and forth. But today I thought I'd tell you about a fucking fun story that I had in my mind. This happened, I want to say, I think about like 3 years ago, man. This was pretty much right after I graduated high school. I think maybe the summer of, maybe the summer after. I don't know. I've been kind of booling around for a minute, so it's been a while. Anyway, basically, this is about me getting pulled over on two edibles that were kind of boofed but still kind of kicked in. It was scary. Thought I was going to get arrested, and it was just bad. So, anyway, I was at my friend Chris's house. Same one that I did the first acid trip story. Same house, same people, just different day, different shit. So, my friend, let's call him Jerry. Jerry was in between jobs, right? Jerry was kind of just, I don't know, he didn't like to work that much, or maybe he did, but he just didn't like the jobs that he had. And this guy would kind of walk out of jobs every once in a while. It was kind of fucking crazy, you know. I mean, honestly, I was kind of on that shit for a minute, but I stopped that shit early. You know, after I didn't do that for my second job. I've been staying at my same job for quite a bit. But anyway, this man was between jobs. You know, dire circumstances. Money's running out, or money has run out. I don't know his situation. I don't want to air it out too much, but like, this dude needed to make money, so he was, I don't know, he went in on like an ounce of weed or some shit, and he was telling us for like weeks, like in advance, you know, I'm gonna make these brownies, I'm gonna be selling them, you know, if you guys want them, I'll give you good homie prices, blah blah blah. And I was kind of hyped for him because I'm like, okay, how hard are edibles to make? You know, it's pretty decent, you know, simple process. The hardest thing is infusing the butter. Oh my god, this guy almost got a touchdown, but the Bengals fucked on him. Anyway, um, God damn, the fucking Jaguars are fucking on the Bengals so hard, dude. It's 14-0 right now. Fourth and goal. Second quarter. Second quarter. I don't even know what down. Anyway, fucking sorry about that. What was I saying? Oh yeah, he was gonna make these edibles get an ounce, but you know, it's not hard. Fusing the butter, blah blah blah, whatever. So the day comes where this kid's making these edibles, and I remember I go over there pretty early in the day because I'm excited and I kind of want to help this guy out, but I didn't really know too much about making fucking edibles too much. I wasn't really that, I wasn't that much of an expert on it. I mean, I kind of knew how to do it. I've done it before, and mine were pretty decent, but I wasn't really getting in this guy's way. He was kind of crazy when it came to people being in the kitchen the same time he was in there, so I was like, fuck it. I'm gonna let this guy do his thing. There was a couple other friends I was hanging out with. Ben was there, guy who likes to trip on acid a lot, got me into acid. He was there. We were just chilling. This was before Ben went off and did his own thing. We're still in very good contact. He's just on the other side of the world right now, literally in Japan. Not gonna say what he's doing because fuck it. Don't want him tied up in this shit. But he's doing good, man. He's doing good. Miss the dude a lot, but yeah. So Ben's there. We're chilling. Fucking this guy's making his edibles. He's infusing the butter right now, and we're not really paying too much attention to it. Nothing really crazy goes on, you know. He's just cooking the butter. The fucking house is smelling like weed. We're kind of like laughing, like, oh, Chris is gonna have something to say about this, because this was when Chris wasn't really smoking weed because his job drug tests, so he wasn't really in too much into the weed. He smoked a couple times. He was decent with it. He even tripped, and which is a fucking another story, anyway. But at this point, weed was kind of like, it was like the, how do I say it? It was kind of like the speakeasy days, man. Like, he knew what was going on, but he didn't really want to, like, say anything, but he was kind of pissed about it. Listen, we were on some scumbaggery, okay? I do not fucking recommend doing this in someone's house that isn't cool with it, but Jerry was this dude's boyfriend. Jerry didn't give a fuck, so therefore, what can I say? Fuck, dude, whatever. You're making the edibles, I'm gonna eat them. I'm like, fuck, I'm not gonna say no. So it gets around, like, 8 o'clock. You know, I'm getting hungry. I'm like, fuck, dude, I'm like, could really use these edibles. And this was pretty much after he made the brownie mix and cooked them. Like, and the only, like, thing I could remember from that being, like, noteworthy is how big, like, how fucking big, like, these bitches came out. I don't know if he fucked up the recipe or something, but these bitches came out big, and they were kind of burnt, bro. They were, like, not the most scrumptious brownies ever. They tasted like fucking dog shit, too. I remember he gave me a couple of them after they were done cooling, and I paid, like, I don't think I paid anything. I think I got them for free, or maybe I paid $5 for two. So, like, I'm not gonna get mad if they're fucking bunko. But I pop them. I'm like, fuck, you know. I was thinking that was gonna make me less hungry, and I wait like 30 minutes to an hour. And I'm just chilling, you know, fucking around with my friends. We're playing. I don't know what we're playing. I don't even know if we're playing video games. We're probably just talking, smoking weed at this point. And I'm slightly buzzed. Back in the day, I wasn't really trying to drive high, so I didn't get too buzzed before I went behind the wheel. I would smoke like a little bit and wait like an hour. But you know, popping edibles before that wasn't really a smart idea to stay in tune with that. My morals were there, but, I didn't act on them all the time. Let's be real. Listen, sometimes shit happens. I don't condone it. But, your boy, we're hungry. I'm hungry. I need food. Otherwise, I'm going to thin away. These edibles didn't make me full. My stomach, it's empty. It's a void. We need to fill it. And McDonald's is the only thing I knew that can fill this void. So I was like, fuck it, we're going to McD's. And McD's isn't even that far away. It really isn't, man. It's like up the road, not even. It's like a mile up the road. So I'm like, fuck it, dude. We can go there. We can get out, get our fucking McChickens or wherever the hell we're getting. Because, hey, listen, I'm not spending money at McDonald's. We're spending like $3 tops. This was back when the dollar menu was still legit. When you had your fucking, what was it? The McPick 2. That's back when the McPick 2 was still around. God bless that. I miss that shit. But yeah, McPick 2 was around. So I probably ended up getting that. I don't remember. But I remember on the way, I'm driving. And earlier in the day, my headlights were kind of fucky, right? One of my headlights was out. And it wasn't like my headlight was broken. It was just the connection from the battery to the headlight was fucked. Or like the headlight was getting old and it would just jostle around and like go out. But my friend, oh my god, what's her name? I'm going to give her a name Jasmine because I don't want to say her real name. Jasmine. Her dad, like, fucking fucked with it to get to work a little bit. Jasmine's a fucking lifelong friend. I've known her since a kid. Like, her dad's, her dad's decent, kind of cool, kind of not in certain ways. That's a whole different topic. Helped out the car, and, for whatever reason, while I'm driving down this highway to get to McD's, it just goes out. I don't think anything of that. I didn't even notice it, actually. I didn't notice it. So I'm like, all right. And I'm just going to McD's, and I see on the right, there's, like, plazas all around me. It's, like, a long stretch of road, plazas on both sides. It's, like, every other American small town. And I see there's a fucking state trooper. And I'm like, oh, okay. I don't think anything of it. I'm like, dude, I got my headlight fixed. Like, we're just booling. I'm kind of feeling the edibles a little bit, but not really. Because they were fucking bullshit. They weren't good. He fucked them up, and they weren't potent, but I didn't know that at the time. I thought maybe I was about to get blasted, so I was kind of worried. And I passed this guy. No, not even. I don't even pass him. No, I don't pass him. I see him pull out in front of me into the other lane, like going the other way. So I'm like, okay, what the fuck's this guy doing? And I just pass him. And I go through like a light, and I look at my rear view, and I see him turning all the way around. And I'm like, you gotta be fucking kidding me, you scumbag, you piece of shit. He's pulling me over. And I'm in a Toyota, bro. I'm not running from the cops. No matter how much I want to, it's not happening. And there's no roads to pull out anyway. Sure, there's a couple neighborhoods, but they don't really go that deep. It's off-roads. Fucking up here, they don't give a fuck about the roads, dude. They let the potholes go through. I would bottom out on one of them bitches and be dead. So I'm not going to fucking run. So what do? I pull over. I take the L. I'm thinking, okay, well, what's the worst that can happen? And this was before weed was legal, mind you, okay? This was before weed got legalized in my state. So this was still kind of scary. It was decriminalized, to be fair. So I shouldn't have been as nervous as I was, but the DUI is what scared me. I didn't want to get a DUI. I need my fucking car. I live so far out in the sticks that if I don't have a car, I'm fucked. I can't work. I can't do shit. I can't drive a bike nowhere. What the fuck? I'm going to ride a bike up a hill. It's going to take me 2 hours just to get up that hill. 2 hours to get down. Like, that just doesn't work. So I was thinking, I saw my life flash before my eyes. I thought I was about to be a degen for the rest of my life. Well, I should say more of a degen than I am. Anyway, I get pulled over, and I'm like, shit. I pull over, and the first fuck up I do is I don't put on my cautions. Didn't know you're supposed to put on your cautions before you pulled over. That's my fault. Like, literally, I should have known that. I'm a fucking idiot. Still, like, literally, I just didn't know. I was a fucking idiot. I should have known better. I pull over, and, the cop pulls over behind me. His lights are on. He didn't use the siren because he knew I fucking knew. Pulls me over. Gets out of his car. And I roll down my window, and I'm like, fuck. I'm getting my license, I'm getting my registration, and I fucking grab both them shits immediately, and I look him in the eyes, and he's like, how's it going? I'm like, how's it going, officer? He's like, do you know what I pulled you over for? Wait, no, he didn't even say that. He's like, license and registration first. He takes the license and registration, and he tells me, do you know why I pulled you over today? And I'm like, I don't fucking know. I'm like, was I speeding? Because I don't think I was speeding. Like, he's like, no, your headlight's out. I'm like, are you kidding me? I'm like, no way. Like, I had my friend's dad look at that beforehand. He's like, yeah, like, I saw you coming up on the way, and I saw your left headlight, your driver's side headlight was out. Like, you can't have that happen. Like, that's against law. I'm like, oh, I'm really sorry, man. Like, I didn't know. I'll get that fixed immediately. He's like, okay, I'll be right back. And then, well, no, before he says that, I'm sorry, I'm so bad at telling stories. I'm trying to get better at this, guys. He fucking tells me, he's like, I'm smelling a little bit of weed in the car. Like, when's the last time you smoked? And do you know what my dumbass says? My dumbass says 5 hours ago. Do not ever say that you smoked weed at all, okay? I don't want you to even say that you smoked in your car last night, bro. Don't say, just fucking say nothing when they ask you that, or say I didn't smoke today. That's all you have to say. Do not fucking tell them when the last time is that you blazed. Because I could have gone to fucking... I could have gone to jail, actually. I really could have gotten my car impounded, shit like that, dumb shit, over fucking weed, right? Fucking... I told them 5 hours ago. And they're like, okay, do you have anything more in the car? I'm like, oh, I fucking told them I got a grinder. Because at this point, I'm like, I'm fucked. I was going to tell them I had a grinder anyway. I don't give a fuck. Take the grinder, bro. There's no weed in it. I smoked all of it already, dude. It's all gone. Fuck it. Take the grinder. I can buy a new one. So, like, yeah, there's a grinder in the bag, blah, blah, blah. He's like, okay, I'll be right back. He goes back to his car. He, like, searches up my shit. I'm assuming to make sure I don't have no felonies. I don't got no felonies, okay? I'm not a crazy person. I just smoke weed. Sometimes do psyches, although not really anymore. I kind of had a bad experience. We'll have to tell you about that soon. He goes to his car. He looks up my shit. Nothing's on me because I'm a good boy. I went to fucking Boy Scouts when I was a kid, okay? I'm a yuppie. He comes back. He gives me my shit. He's like, all right. And as he's telling me, like, all right, I'm going to need you to step out of the vehicle. As he's telling me that, like, another cop car comes up and pulls, like, in front of my car to, like, fucking block it. So I'm like, what the hell is going on? Like, immediately I thought canines. Because whenever it's, like, in the fucking cop shows, like, there's another car coming up. It's usually for drugs. I knew that. And that they would usually have a canine to smell it. This guy didn't have a canine, though. So I was like, okay, well, this is fucking weird. But at this point, my legs were shaking, bro. Like, I was honestly terrified. If they weren't there, I would have started crying, honestly. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm not tough, bro. I don't like cops. Cops scare the fuck out of me. They can do whatever the fuck they want to as soon as they have you. Listen, that's just the truth. You can be Blue Lives Matter all you want. When they have you, bro. There's nothing you can fucking do. No one's saving you. So I was fucked. And there's nowhere I could run. So I'm just sitting here taking it, just expecting the worst. Literally shaking in my boots, bro. Just absolutely terrified. He's like, okay, like, he's asking me the same questions again to make sure and I could tell he's making sure I'm not too fucked up. So I'm like, okay, I gotta remember what I said. And he's just asking me various questions like, oh, what'd you do today? Like, where do you work? Blah, blah, where are you going to school? Like, what's your major? Shit like that. He asked me that previously. I just didn't say that because, whatever, I fucking forgot. He's asking me the same questions again, kind of like a weird sobriety test type shit. And then he, like, pulls out his flashlight. And he does the whole flashlight thing, oh, watch my finger, go side to side. I did that. I don't even know I don't know how the fuck you passed that shit, dude. I just fucking did it, and, apparently I was good enough. He's like, okay. He takes a second, he breathes it, like, he takes a sigh, and I'm like, oh, shit. Like, this is when he's gonna say, put your hands behind your back, you're going to fucking jail. He's like, I'm gonna write you a fix-it ticket. And fucking, I don't know what else he said. It was a fix-it ticket and something else. I don't know what the something else was. Oh, yeah. It was a ticket for not yielding or something, or not putting on my cautions. That was the second thing. He said, okay, I'm going to give you a fix-it ticket, and I'm going to give you the fucking thing. Before that, oh, wait, no, I didn't even tell you. Was fucking, okay, I'm going to have to chop this up a bunch. So, the two cop cars pull up. Fucking second cop guy comes out. He has, like, one of those, like, hats on, and this is why I know, oh shit, these guys are actually state troopers. These aren't like local county cops. These are, these guys are interstate people. They're mean. So I thought they must have had the mercy. They were showing me mercy, honestly. They were showing me a lot of mercy. They start opening up all my car doors. I'm like, oh my god, I'm on, like, literally there's people passing watching this happen. They're, like, opening up all my shit. They're fucking, taking out my bags and shit, and they take out the bag that I said the grinder was in. He's like, he smells it. It's like, oh, yeah, this one smells to his, like, friend, and they're, like, kind of chuckling. I'm like, oh, my God, like, fuck. So he pulls out the grinder. He, like, opens it up. He's like, oh, there's, like, nothing in here, like, whatever. Like, he just twists it back up, throws it in the bag, throws it back in my car. I'm like, oh shit, he's not taking it. He's like, okay, we're gonna write you 2 fix-it tickets, you know, and then you'll be on your way. And when I heard that, I didn't believe it. I was kind of like, no, they're fucking with me. There's no way I'm just getting 2, like, fucking tickets or whatever. They're like, you know, yeah, you can go back to your car, sit in there and wait while we just get you your tickets going, and then, you know, we'll let you be on your way. I'm like, okay, fuck it. Like, I go back in my car, and I'm sitting there, and I'm just, like, in disbelief. I'm like, no fucking way. Like, I'm not fucked up, but I'm buzzing, bro. Like, I'm healthily buzzing from the bowls I smoked a little bit earlier. And a little bit of the weed brownies, but not really. Those were kind of more hors d'oeuvre to the fucking thing than anything. And yeah, they put me back in my car. I sit in my car. They give me my ticket. And sure enough, I'm on my way to McDonald's. Heart is racing. I'm barely hungry at this point, but I still go because fuck it, bro. I almost got arrested for some McD's. I need this shit. I need my McPick 2. So guess what? Your boy gets his McPick 2, and he goes straight back to the function, and I have a good time that night, bro. I went home, and I chilled, you know, just fucking good vibes, man. Nothing bad happened. I still have my license to this day, and I don't fucking smoke and drive. I'm not trying to press it on nobody. I'm not trying to judge. That's just my personal thing. But, you know, better to be sober than get pulled over. Even though the only reason I got pulled over is because of headlights. So, I don't know. Check your fucking headlights, guys. Anyway, I'm gonna get the fuck out of here. I need to enjoy the second half of this fucking ball game. Let's hope the Jaguars fucking win. I got tickets on them, man. I need to win some money. Alright, peace out.